If you were to look down on Cape Cod from above, it would seem to dazzle with 1,000 jewels. These are our freshwater ponds. The Cape's freshwater ponds were created by glaciers about 18,000 years ago. Most all are kettle hole ponds formed by chunks of glacial ice that left depressions in the landscape. The water that fills these depressions is groundwater, water from rain and snow that soaks into the ground, filling the voids between the grains of sand that are some 300 feet deep above bedrock. This is the same groundwater that our wells draw upon for drinking water and irrigation, and that seeps out into our estuaries and the ocean. It is this connection that makes our freshwater ponds windows on our aquifer. This water connection is literally the Cape's lifeblood. Many ponds provide recreation: swimming, boating, kayaking, paddleboarding, fishing, as well as nature study, photography, and quiet scenic enjoyment. And property values are enhanced by close proximity to ponds. Cape Cod's freshwater ponds provide important habitat for a variety of wildlife. Some ponds are identified as coastal plain ponds. The shorelines of these ponds are home to globally threatened unique and rare plant communities that grow on the exposed pond shore in late summer in years of average rainfall.
So like our estuaries, our freshwater ponds are threatened by a variety of things. The overuse of fertilizers and pesticides on lawns and landscaping, nutrient runoff from untreated stormwater, the effects of septic systems leaching, contaminants into the groundwater which find their way into the ponds, invasive species, overuse and change of the shoreline and overdevelopment. So there's a lot of things that are going on that are stressing our ponds and putting water quality under stress. When water quality is compromised and we get excessively warm temperatures, we are beginning to see increased incidences of algal blooms that have toxicity associated with them from cyanobacteria. And that represents a real threat to human health and use of the resources and the ponds, and is also a threat to the health of pets that are exposed to those waterways.
Cyanobacteria are a photosynthetic plankton common in freshwater ponds throughout the world. They are one of the most ancient organisms on the planet and are attributed with creating the oxygen-rich atmosphere that's so important to all of us today.
In 2017, APCC began a new effort to monitor the health of ponds, to look for signs of these toxic algal blooms so that we can let people know when they should be restricting their access to the ponds, protect themselves and protect the health of their pets, as well as to begin to understand how prevalent this problem is, understand what some of the factors are that are contributing to that increase in algal blooms, and begin to develop a advocacy program to work with our towns and our residents and our members to come up with solutions to ensure that the degradation that we're seeing is stopped and those waters that have not yet been impacted are adequately protected so that people in future generations can continue to enjoy Cape Cod ponds the way the rest of us have.
Realizing that we have a potential emerging issue with cyanobacteria blooms here on the Cape, APCC has initiated a monitoring program to sample ponds for cyanobacteria and to track their growth throughout the growing season, which is generally from May through October. Working with various project partners, including town staff, pond associations, and researchers, APCC has developed a monitoring protocol specific to Cape Cod.
By engaging these groups and the public, there will be a greater awareness of the issue and improved public safety by documenting when and where blooms are forming, and by notifying town staff whose decision it will be to post advisory notices. It also serves to help people understand how sensitive our ponds really are and how intimately linked our actions and behaviors are to their stability and health.
What can you do?
Be informed, join a pond group or form one. Invite APCC staff or other experts to speak at your civic and neighborhood groups.
Choose eco-friendly landscape designs, reducing lawn area, planting more native species, and maintaining a naturalized vegetated buffer around ponds.
While the ponds of Cape Cod face a new variety of threats to their water quality, people should feel comforted in knowing there's a lot that we can do to protect our ponds. Cape Cod ponds are a treasure and a jewel that need to be cherished and protected so that both current and future generations can continue to enjoy these fabulous resources.